What is Amazon Code Whisperer? As per official site, Amazon Code Whisperer generates code suggestions ranging from snippets to full functions in real time in the IDE based on your comments and existing code. Let's see the example how it should work. In our IDE we just need to comment, i.e. for Java in IDE you can put a / and statement and it should be able to generate the code for the line which you have written. If you see here we are asking to create an instance of Chrome driver as create a new instance of the Chrome driver. Immediately we can see it is generating the code WebDriver driver equals new Chrome driver. When we asked for navigating to a website, it generated the correct code driver.get https://www.saucedemo.com/.
Let's have a look how we can install AWS Code Whisperer. The Code Whisperer.
Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and I think we got to know about Amazon Code Whisperer. Now let's see how really it works. Okay, now before going in detail, let's try to ask the ChatGPT about what is Amazon Code Whisperer. Now if you can see my screen, it is suggesting that as for my last knowledge update in January 2022, I don't have specific information about Amazon Code Whisperer. So this is one of the key point that we need to know, that if you see this ChatGPT 3.5 model, it is trained up to 2022. So all the latest technology, or might be if we are using the AI for our data, we need to use that language chain model or anything for our own project data, because it is stored up to 2022. But if I am asking to the Google Bird, I can see it is replying that okay, because I guess this is really this is recently powered by the Gemini, and we can see it is the AI powered coding assistant that helps developers to write the code faster and with higher quality, and it is integrated into various IDs. And what is the work of this Code Whisperer? It is analyzing the code content, that is like the GitHub Copilot. We have seen that we are putting the / and it was generating the data from that. Okay, the generating code suggestion. Now let's go, and if you can see here, integration with the IDE, it is available with the AWS toolkit, and for IDEs like Visual Studio Code, IntelliJ, PyCharm, and AWS Cloud9. And if we go for the installation, we should go to the Amazon Code Whisperer official site, and for individual tier we can see that it is absolutely free for now. Okay, and it has a very good documentation that how to install the Code Whisperer in your IDE. And if you can see here, they have provided guidance that how you can do it. Let's see, we can open the individual stuff. For example, if someone is using the Visual Studio Code, they can refer to this one, and you can see you have to just add the extension of AWS toolkit. Similarly, if you are using the IntelliJ, you have to add the plugin. You can see here that you have to add the plugin for the AWS toolkit. Then you have to authenticate that with that particular username and password, and it will generate a code, and you will be started with the AWS Code Whisperer. Now let's go to the IDE to see how we can take the benefit of the AWS Code Whisperer. Let's try to write, and if you can see here, I have one AWS toolkit here, and I can see that there is a AWS Code Whisperer, and you can purge, stop and start by this option from here. Right now it is enabled, so that's why it is asking if you want to purge. You can press on this button, and below ID you can see this highlighted part, that code whisper is currently with a green tick mark. That means it is already running. Now let's try to try to write some basic case here, and start with our favorite hello world one, that how we can generate the code with this code whisper. So if you see here, now I'll just write a code that to generate write a code to print hello world. I just put a comment, and if you see it is generating the main method directly. Then I'll put another comment, and you can see here it is trying to generate the code. So okay, let me see here. Sometimes it's stuck. Might be I can write to you can see here like it is directly generating the code for printing the hello world. Similarly, I can write print 1 to 110 using for loop, and it has generated a code. I have to just put on the insert code, or might be I can put the tab on. Okay, and let me try to run it as well. Okay, if you see it has printed the hello world, then it has printed the number from 1 to 10. Okay, so it is the way we can try writing the code, that we have to first put a double slash, and then we need to write our context which we want to generate, and this one helps us generating the code. And mostly it is helpful, when we will be writing the Pojo classes, might be the loops, and we can see the some application using the Selenium as well. Okay, now let's take the example that how we can use it in case of QA activity like Selenium. So let's go to the example here. I want to use this search demo, okay, website, and I'll be logging into this using the username. We can see it here, the standard username, and the password, the standard password here. Okay, it is displayed in the website, and I want to take a snapshot of this one. Okay, this is what I'm trying to achieve through the Selenium, and I'll be using the AWS Code Whisperer for that, as well as I'll be trying to take the help from ChatGPT. Okay, now let's see how to do so. Okay, now this is the website, and if I would like to write it in the ChatGPT, so I can write it in the format that Selenium code I can say in Java to navigate to this website and log in with the username and password, and I want to apply implicit wait for the 5 seconds, and after login I want to take the screenshot. Let's see. I'll copy this code and I'll go to my ChatGPT and I'll try to put it here. You can see it is generating the code for me. Let me cross verify the code as well from my end. But okay, let me copy this code. Let me create one class here. I'm using GPT. Let me put a main method here. I'll try to copy the code. Let me paste it here. Okay, now I'm using the latest Selenium version, so I don't need this one. Okay, now it is asking to import the classes. Let me import it. Okay, I have imported the classes for that one. I have imported the classes for the weight. Now for web element, then for by data ID. Okay, now it has put me comment that take a screenshot after login, that this one to save the screenshot, but I want to generate the code for the same. I request my chat GPT to generate the code for taking the screenshot. Generate the Selenium code to take screenshot and have an example. Okay, then it has generated the code for taking the screenshot. Okay, but I need to store it in the root directory. Let's see what it is generating. Okay, so we can see here that it is it has generated a code to put here as well. Let me copy it and put it in the my code and see the behavior. So let me put the file name that I want to save the path. I want to save it in the system.get property, the directory plus screenshot.png. Okay, now one thing also we need to be careful before using all the AI stuff, that we should have the knowledge before using the AI. Okay, AI is helping us in our day-to-day life, but we should not go blindly before the AI. We need to verify that whatever result we are getting, that is accurate or not. That's why the name is generative AI. It is trying to generate the new content and we can provide the feedback accordingly. Okay, now let's see the code here. Driver equal to new Chrome driver. It look perfectly fine to us. Then it is waiting by using the implicit wait because we have requester. Now it is navigating to the search demo site. It's good. Now it's trying to find out the username. Okay, but again we need to verify whether really this XPath exists or not. Okay, let me go to the search demo site. Okay, I need to inspect it and I can see this is the, let me inspect this field. Okay, the ID is username and I can see driver that find element by that ID equal to username. That's fine. Then let me go to the password field. Okay, I did the password and I can see the ID is the password. Then it is the login button. Let me see. Yes, the ID is login button. The ID is login button. That's absolutely fine. Then it is saying that enter the username and password. Let me find out the username. This is my username. standard user. I can put it here, and this is my password. Okay, then login button that click. Okay, then I have to take a screenshot after the login. Okay, the code looks good as of now. Let's try to run it. In case if we have any error, we can get it. Okay, it has logged in and taken the screenshot mostly. We can see it. Okay, it has taken the screenshot like here. Okay, you can see the timing. It's just taken recently as well. Okay, now we can see that how we can use the chat GPT and we can write such number of code in a very less time. Now let's see how we can take the help of AWS Code Whisper to perform the same activity. Let me do the same. Okay, that flaw using AWS Code Whisper. Okay, so what we need to do here, I'll write a main class. Now the very first step, like we can see the steps here, right? We know what are the steps that we are going to do. First I'll write to create an instance of Chrome driver. Let's see if it is helping. Yes, it has generated the code for this. Let me put a comment here. Import class. Okay, now there will be what is the next code we have here? Implicit wait for 5 seconds. I can put the same in the comment. Okay, it has generated the code. I have imported the class for the same. Now what I need to do, I need to navigate to the website. So the best part is when we are writing the comment, it is trying to generate the same, and it has generated a generic site for this login parameter, and we can put this as a string for that one, that which site we want to get navigated. Then it has put that find the username and password field button. Let me put it here. So let's try to find out the element for the username and password. Let's see what is generating. Okay, let me be more precise here. By ID, can put as in Selenium for username password by ID. Let's see if it is able to generate this time. Okay, somehow it is trying to generate. Okay, so that's why, like I would always suggest, don't go by it blindly. And we can see, okay, we know this code, it's helping us, so I can directly use it by that ID. Sometimes it may generate the exact data as well. So you can see the same, you can use the same in the following one. Okay, now login button also I can follow the same. Okay, now I'm able to log in. I'll try to generate the code for the screenshot. Let me see if it is still able to generate or not. Okay, now let's try to generate a screenshot, take a screenshot. So Selenium code to take screenshot, and you can see the code is trying to generate. Let me try again. Okay, this time it has not generated. It seems to be properly, because we are looking for a similar pattern like this. Now we can give one more time a try to go to code for capturing screenshot. Okay, we can see that it is somehow generated this one. You see it is commented, but I can uncomment this one to see file source. I need to import the class as well, file class. For file utils, I have already added the Apache OE, which you can add in the Maven itself. I can add to the method signature. Let me copy the file path. This is the path I want to generate. Let me put the name as screenshot1.png. Okay, so let's try to take the screenshot and see if the code is really working. But I can see that it should work. Let's see. Okay, now let's go to my root directory. I can see the screenshot1.png. Okay, so now we observe that how we use the chat GPT and Amazon Code Whisper as well. And here we also see, right, on the very first attempt it may not be generated the correct data, might be in the second attempt, might be in the third attempt. So that's why I would like to say that have that command on that particular programming language, or any scripting that you are using currently right now. For example, right now I'm using the Java along with Selenium. Have command on both Java and Selenium, and use AI to take the benefit rather than going to blindly doing the copy paste the AI code. So I think this is going to help you a lot in your day-to-day work. At least the number of lines of code which you are writing right now, you can just write a single comment and you can generate the code. Okay, please if you have any questions, you can put in the comment. Thank you and have a nice day.